Hey guys, what is going on? It is the Sports Master here coming at you with episode 1 of my first Road to the Show featuring a hitter. And before I start this, I just wanted to tell y'all, I totally forgot to do it last video, but I just wanted to thank y'all. Last video was my 50th video, and I really wanted to thank you guys for just supporting me. So getting into this video, if you saw my video last year about Road to the Show where I did a few episodes, I really did a power hitting first baseman, so I kind of want to switch it up. And I was taking advantage of this new thing that they're letting you do. So my guy's going to be a right-handed hitter and a left-handed infielder. So this is the first time you can do a left-handed infielder. And I thought it's kind of a tribute. I would do Derek Masters, kind of a ripoff of Derek Jeter, just as a tribute to him. He doesn't look the same thing or anything, but he kind of has the same playing style as a tribute since Derek Jeter is going to do his last season. So this guy's been a Derek Jeter fan his whole life, and all he's wanted to do is play baseball. He didn't care about going to college or anything. So you see just a brief scouting. So he's more of a contact hitter and a speed hitter. So anyway, they have this new thing implemented in Road to the Show where you don't automatically go get drafted or select your team. You play 3 games, and these 3 games kind of affect your draft stock, and you can get points. And another thing I'm very excited about going into this is that you do not have to do those stupid little scouting whatevers where you had to your points you had to allot to certain things, and if you didn't then you get demoted. You can just mold your player however you want to, and I really like that because I really hated doing those things. So we're going to build up his contact and his power a little bit, focus more on contact and also some speed as well. And I think it's going to be harder than to get to a 99 or 100 overall, because the more you up your points, the higher they go. It's not just 40 points like it used to always be. But I think they also give you a few more points. I don't know for sure. But anyway, we did choose the East, so this guy's going to be East Coast. So it's East, Central, and West, and you play an international. So you play one team against East, one team against West, and one team against International. Most likely, as you see now, he's stepping in for his first batting opportunity. So he is right-handed hitter, left-handed fielder. In his first pitch, he just pops it up behind the backstop, and that's going to be all. He's just going to get an out. And so not a great first impression, of course. You got to think in this little virtual reality, they're making it where there's a lot of scouts and stuff. And maybe you can shine right here as you see the bases are loaded. Bottom of the 4th and 1 out. So now what can Derek Masters do? Gets a fly ball to right. Pretty deep. It gets caught, but he will get a sac fly, so he does get his first RBI in this little series. So he has an RBI, and look again, bottom of the 5th, the bases are loaded again. This must be fate or something. They want him to hit a grand slam. See, swings under that pitch there. You see Pinto, the pitcher. So what can Derek do? Can he get his first hit? As I guess a semi-professional baseball player. I don't know if this counts as the pros or not. Well, that was a good pitch he could have hammered, but he wasn't able to get on it. That was a high strike. As those 0-2, he's behind in the count. Of course, the bases are loaded. Good eye that time. He doesn't fall for that. Pinto was trying to get him to fall for it. Pinto. Anyway, so now it's 1-2. And Derek. Just a bad strikeout there. He was just really trying to make something happen there. And so now we get our first little fielding opportunity, seeing him with his left-handed infielder. Trying to turn 2. And we do. So we get a nice double play there. You see his little left-handed infield. That's awesome. And so now his next at bat, just 2 outs here. Not bases loaded again as he's trying to take a lot of pitches, doing anything to get his first hit. I mean, he's 0 for 3 so far. He does have that RBI. When he has a pop-up and a strikeout, this isn't really what the scouts want. So he's trying to get a good eye. Got a 1-0 count. And now he's got a 2-0 count, so maybe he can throw him a soup ball and he can just hammer it. Of course, he isn't a home run hitter, but maybe he can hit a gapper or something. Just something to get some momentum, get a first hit. And so he does make contact with this one, but he pops it up. Pretty deep, actually, but that will be an out. So he ends up going 0 for 4. You see this little fielding play here. A nice dive, but just a bad day. We couldn't get anything doing it. Just a weird momentum-looking play. And so we ended up going 0 for 4, I believe. Maybe, let's see here, as we're at the bottom of the ninth. Maybe we won't go 0 for 4. I thought we went 0 for 4. Maybe we go 1 for 5. Who knows? We do have a sacrifice, so I guess we technically are 0 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. So let's see what we can do here. We got it 1 and 1. Swing through that and got a 1 and 2 count. Of course, we really need to get on base if we're going to win because it's bottom of the ninth and it's 10 to 8 West. So 1 and 2, he takes that pitch and now it's 2 and 2. Trying to get his first hit here, trying to really impress those scouts. Home run would, but he swings under that, and so he ends up going 0 for 4 with a sacrifice fly and an RBI. Not a great thing there, and we do end up losing 10 to 8 in the first of 3 games. He's going to need to make a good impression if he wants to go ahead. As you see, he is 0 for. He doesn't have an average, and he has 1 RBI. So they do get up to a 2-0 lead here, and in the bottom of the second, he's trying to have a good eye here, trying to get something to work. It's a new day, brand new day, trying to impress those scouts, maybe get a first or second round pick here. Maybe we can get drafted by the Yankees. Who knows? Maybe they want to get another Derek for shortstop. It is 2-0, so we're going to hope that he doesn't pop out like he did the last time when it was 2-0. Swings through that 96-mile-an-hour fastball. Just gets a piece of that. He's swinging late on these fastballs here. You see, he looks like a little frustrated. So anyway, on the 2-2 pitch, backs him off there with that 97-mile-an-hour fastball. So 3-2, he's got to come up with a strike or we'll get on base somehow. And so the 3-2 pitch is going to be inside. So his first time he gets on base will be drawing a walk. So he doesn't get a hit yet, but he does get a walk. See, we get some points for that. And so this was just a weird play overall. I thought he was going to catch it because I couldn't see it, and it ends up bouncing off the wall. So the guy catches up with me. He didn't go back to first, so I don't know what to do. I mean, like, guy go back to first and end up tagging me out. There's just the weird stuff that can happen when you can't see where the ball's going. And of course, I get penalized for it. Because they're only stepping in again in the bottom of the fifth. As you see, Central has just taken over. They scored 8 runs since the last time we were up. And see, Derek Masters is able to get his first career hit here, or his first hit in this series. And so he's having a good game now. Last game we went 0 for 4 with the sacrifice fly, so really like going 0 for 5. And now he goes for a steal, and he can't get the steal, but at least he's gotten a walk and a hit. Now on the field, you see it's still 8-2 in the top of the 6th. Testing his arm here with a long throw, and he is just able to get the runner. Showing that he can do it in the infield as well, not just from the bat. So now bottom of the 7th with 2 outs, still not being able to score any runs. Hits that as a pop-up, and I probably will condense these at bats because unlike with Mike Masters, I actually worked the count here. I wasn't just hitting a ton of home runs. So I'm probably going to condense these because I feel like it's not really entertaining. Just hear me saying he fouls this off. He hits a little dribbler out in front of the plate. And so I probably will condense these like the last 2 pitches or something, so it's not like 40 seconds of him just like fouling off stuff. Although he has worked the count to 1 and 2 here. Working the count a whole lot more than I did last year. Even in franchise, you'll see, if you see up there, I have some 3 and 1, and 3 and 2s. As you see, he is able to get another base hit here, so a brand new day, a brand new start. Although not a brand new score because we lost that game. So now going into the final game, we're really going to need to prove ourselves here. I mean, you see, those I can't even speak. Those 2 hits did him well, as now his average is at 333. But just the East as a whole needs to get a win in our last game, as we're going to play the Internationals. And so he has a run on first and second, and the East is up by 1 as he swings through that. So not a great sign here. And so anyway, on the 0 and 2, he swings through that curveball, so he strikes out there, so not as good looking as it was in our last game. You see now it's tied up at 3 with runners in the corner and nobody out. He could have hammered that change up, but he swung early, it fooled him there. And so the next pitch, he's just able to hit a grounder. and he hits into a double play, but no, he's able to beat it out. So I don't know if that gives him an RBI or not. We'll have to see. But he's able to beat out the double play. Just one of those great speed. Just one of those great speed plays. It's just pure hustle, and he's able to get the throwing out right here. Now I see top of the sixth. International is now taking the lead. He hits the ball pretty deep to center field, but that will get caught. So it looks like he has had one bad game, a good game, and now it looks like he's going to have another bad game here. As they're just pop one right up to him, and then that's going to do it. He is pinch hit for in the 9th inning, so I don't know if that's a great sign or not. But anyway, I am going to show you the draft, although I'm not going to commentate it. I'm just going to give a little spoiler here and say that he does sign with his team. He doesn't do the college option. So go ahead and see who he gets drafted by. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Tune back to my other videos. Twitter is linked in the description. You can get all the latest news and updates. Watch other videos. Watch my new MLB 14 show video that will be out soon. Watch one that I just did. Have a great day, guys. You are awesome. Check the draft that's coming up right now. Turn over Matt Excursion for that PA announcer. Peace.
The first round is complete, so we will now begin the second round. The first pick is now officially on the clock. With the first pick of the second round, the Houston Astros select Raul Acosta, a left fielder from the West region. With the second pick in the second round, the Miami Marlins select Justin Gillespie, a starting pitcher from the East region. With the third pick of the second round, the Chicago White Sox select the shortstop from the East region.
Okay, so we're making our way through the second round now. The next team is on the clock.
Maybe fell out of the first round, and I gotta think they're excited to see you.